I'm going to talk to you briefly about lasers, particularly for the face. You have heard this term before, and when we think about lasers, a lot of the time, average person doesn't know what lasers are. Laser is nothing but a simple form of light. Now, if you imagine light as such, it's made up of different frequencies. That's what the whole light spectrum is. When you talk about lasers, you're talking about only one frequency of light. What that means is that we can use this one frequency of light to actually create various effects. And that means that we can get good results for various conditions on the face, such as if you have wrinkly skin, to get rid of wrinkles, if you have spots, to get rid of those spots, and also in some other aspects to treat conditions such as some forms of skin cancer. Let's just look at what lasers are. Lasers are of many types. There are simple lasers that don't cause any harm, and those are the lasers we see on a day-to-day basis in our remote controls and DVD players, etc. In the human face itself, we can use lasers to actually treat, and there's a laser called the carbon dioxide laser, for example. This laser helps us to tighten the skin and also get rid of some of the spots, as I earlier mentioned. There is also what we call as a ND-YAG laser, which can be used for treating redness on the face. There is also called a pulse dye laser, which again can be used for treating redness in the face. So overall, lasers are very effective for treating the skin and to get a nice spotless skin. However, one thing I want to tell you is that most beauty clinics and certain aesthetic places will call something a laser when it's really what we call as an intense pulse light. And the difference between the two is they are both very bright forms of light, but intense pulse light has got many different frequencies rather than laser, which is a machine that gives you only one frequency. So overall, be careful, because if you're trying to treat something, let's say for a blood vessels, if you use intense pulse light, then you could actually cause damage to many other areas of the skin apart from the reddened areas. Whereas if you use a very specific laser, then you will of course be only treating that damaged area where you have the red spot, for example, or a blood vessels. So overall, lasers are safe when they are used properly, and by that I mean properly trained facial plastic surgeons or dermatologists or anyone who is well trained in lasers. I hope this helps you with some basic understanding of how lasers work. Thank you for listening.